Hi, I'm back. It's been about 5 months since I filmed a video, and even that video was a declutter and my face wasn't in it. So this is my first time back in the flesh. I have missed you all. I was originally wanting to come back and do some kind of life update and let you guys know where I've been, what's been going on, because there are some reasons why I've been away. But I thought instead I just wanted to keep today's video no pressure, just light and fun. And the best way I know how to do that is through a haul video. So today's video is everything I picked up during the Sephora VIB Holiday Savings Event. Everything I got with my 20% off as a Rouge member. Usually I try to get this video up before the sale ends, which is Monday the 7th. I don't know if that's going to happen this time, but I will do some kind of update, whether that's through a favorites video or I do like a try on first impressions. Let me know what you want to see. I feel so awkward and rusty. Don't be too harsh on me. I'm realizing how bad my hairline is right here. I just had my hair dyed yesterday, and I usually just try to let it sit for as long as I can before doing the first wash. So if you enjoy today's video while you're watching, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I've sorted everything out, and I do want to mention, in case this is your first time watching me or it has been a while, I do work at Ulta. I'm a licensed esthetician, but I do want to mention that just because everything that I get at Sephora is the brands that I can't get at Ulta with my discount there. And for the most part, what's in front of me is skincare, a little bit of makeup, and then perfume. Sephora definitely has the better selection when it comes to cruelty-free perfume. I don't have any hair care. Every brand that I like is at Ulta, and body care is kind of like half and half. I just don't need any. So I have a plethora of backstocks. Let's get into the fragrances first. I've been really into fragrances lately, and each season, like with the new season, there's something new that I want. So for this season, for fall, I really wanted a good vanilla, something that smelled like a creamy vanilla with a little bit of something else to it. And I did finally find that with the Vanilla Milk from Alice Brooklyn. And I love that fragrance. I will probably be talking about that in a future video, but because I like that so much, I did go ahead and pick up a scent diary from Alice Brooklyn. There's a couple in here specifically that I've been dying to try for a long time. The first one being Sci-Fi, which is supposed to have like a green tea kind of element to it. B as well is another big one that's on my wish list. A Pre I have already smelled, and I'm looking forward to having that during the winter time, even if it's just briefly. I don't know if I'll want a full size of it, but we'll see. That's the good thing about these little mini sets. I am going to smell the Sci-Fi just because I've been wanting to for so long. Vanilla bean, green tea, and bitter orange are the notes. It smells like another fragrance that I've either had. Like, it's kind of similar to the Everything and Nothing from Tokyo Milk. I could maybe do something with this on TikTok or Instagram, or even YouTube has shorts now. That's been updated since I've been away. So if you guys want to know what the rest of these smell like, do let me know. The next set I got is the Travel Essentials from Kayla. I've never smelled anything from them, and I've really wanted to. In fact, anytime I've gone on vacation and go to a Sephora, I always try to see if they have Kayla, and nowhere ever does. I don't know if it's just the Sephora's I'm going to or if it's really limited in stores. So I saw this set and thought it was really nice. 2 of the 3 I already wanted to smell, and we'll see about the third one. I also like that this is a spritzer and not a rollerball. I hate using rollerballs. So the first one in here is Eden. It's a juicy apple fragrance. Not usually my cup of tea, but we'll see if I like it. The Vanilla 28 is highly rated, and I think that's like their cult favorite. I believe they have a couple different types of vanilla, but that one has been on my wish list to at least try for a while. And then the Love Fest, which is the newest one, and that is a burning cherry type of fragrance. Fruits aren't usually my thing unless they're paired with something that's a little more smoky. And from the notes that I read, it sounds like burning cherry is going to be that. I'm really curious about this one too, so I think I also might take that one out. I love getting little sets like this because then you can wear it for a while and see what you really think, how it wears on your skin, how long it lasts. I'm a fan. It's like a creamy cherry with smoky notes to it. I'm getting some kind of woodsy undertone. Maybe a little bit of powder, but just a little bit of powder. I'm not the best at describing fragrances, but the notes in that are burning cherry, raspberry praline, Palo Santo. It keeps changing every time I smell it. Guaiac wood, I don't know if I'm saying that right, and patchouli. It's a complex fragrance, that's for sure, and I'm curious to see what it smells like in a little while. Next thing I purchased was the Necessary the body wash in eucalyptus. This is the only body care product that I purchased. I had gotten this through a FabFitFun box at one point, and I love it. It's still in my shower. It's almost out. I love anything that smells like eucalyptus, but I don't necessarily want to smell like it, and I don't feel like this actually lingers on my skin. It's just enough to experience it while I'm in the shower, and it gives me the same experience as when I get eucalyptus and actually hang it in my shower, but this lasts longer. As far as the actual feel of the product goes, I don't feel like it strips my skin, and I know this has some skin-loving ingredients as well. It has niacinamide, vitamin C and E, as well as omega-6 and omega-9. And just a small detail that I do enjoy, well, let me grab my current one. I know it's something small, but I do appreciate good packaging. This just twists up and you pour it out from the top. They have a sandalwood fragrance as well that I would like to try next time, but the eucalyptus is just so good I had to get it again. I'm going to do makeup next and save skincare, the best for last. Makeup has been pretty minimal for me. This is the most I've worn in a while. Actually, I went to a concert last night and I wore the exact same makeup. I didn't even put any thought into it today. It was kind of nice. I could just kind of do my thing. But usually every day I keep it really light. I think I've only purchased one eyeshadow palette this year so far, and it was one of the Melt Astrology ones, and I still haven't used it. Maybe in the next video, we'll see. But for the makeup I purchased, I had to get one of these. I love Hourglass, and I thought these palettes were so gorgeous. This is one of 3, and it's the elephant version of the Lighting Edit Unlocked. I picked this one specifically. I was between this one and I think it was the butterfly one. But I picked this because it had the most shades I didn't already own. I just wanted to double check. So the butterfly palette had ethereal light, incandescent light, as well as diffused light. And I have all 3 of those. If not in a full size, I have them in other palettes. This is so pretty, and it has like a good amount of weight to it as well. And this is what the inside looks like. Starting at this side, it's dim light, soft light. Those are both finishing powders. And then the metallic strobe powder in beaming strobe light. And on the bottom, a bronzer, lustrous bronze light, as well as 2 blushes, the iridescent coral and the radiant rose. So pretty. I know I will be getting some use out of this. I have 2 other palettes, and I think it's the Ambient Edit Volume 4. That one's my favorite. I have used and abused that palette. And then I also got the Ghost Edit one year, and that one's a 4-pan. Didn't reach for that one quite as much later on after the initial excitement of it. But I'm hoping to get more use out of this one. I like that it has a little bit of everything. I'm just going to swatch the blushes. If you've tried and used Hourglass, you know that they don't really swatch super well, but I just want to see what they look like. Cannot wait to actually put this on my cheeks. I should have not done this. I have Hourglass on my cheeks now. It's the Mood Exposure, and that's one of my all-time favorite blushes. You can see my step activity for the day. That's the coral. That is so pretty. I am going to love that. And then the pinky one. So pretty. Next thing I got is from Patrick Ta, and it's one of the plumping glosses. This is called 2CCs. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them. I've been pretty happy with everything that I've gotten from this brand, and I've had this one on my wish list for a good bit of time. I think maybe they came out in the beginning of the year. The 2CCs is supposed to be like a pinky kind of color. I love a good plumping gloss, and I think this is supposed to be a cinnamon flavor from what I read with the reviews. Flavor, scent, you don't actually taste it, or you shouldn't, but You know what I mean. It was like a berry. Maybe they're all different. Smells like a gloss bomb a little bit. The last 3 items I got in makeup are all from Milk Makeup. I love them so much, and I really wish we would get them at Ulta. This is a repurchase for me. It's the Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I love the way this feels on my skin. It's a very light mist, and I do think it helps with the longevity of my makeup. And it doesn't really have too much of a scent to it either. A lot of setting sprays do, so I enjoy that about this. The next restock from Milk is the Sunshine Skin Tint. I've had mine for about a year, so this is my second time buying. It's almost out. So that's showing how little I do actually wear makeup. On my day-to-day, I just do some concealer, a little under the eyes, some spot concealer, and then the Kosas Cloud Set powder where I need it. This is what I add if I want just a little bit more, but not foundation. I like the way it makes my skin look. It's hydrating, it doesn't cling to dry patches, and then it also has some added sunscreen. I still wear my regular sunscreen underneath, but this is just added coverage. There is a refill for this, or there was at some point, but I think it's only in select shades online. And when I looked at reviews, there were some complaints about the packaging, so maybe that's why. I don't know if they're going to redo it, but I would like to be able to buy refills just because it's less waste and it saves a little money. So we'll see if they come back. And then the last thing I got, if you've been around for a while on my channel, you know the original Milk liner. I think it's in 0. I should remember that because I've literally mentioned it 100 times on my channel. I love that liner, and it's one of the only ones I feel like actually stays on my waterline. They reformulated them. The reviews for the original one were very iffy. Either people loved it or people said it just ran all over the place, it didn't last. I love that old formula, so we'll see if I like the new one, and it's now called Outer Space, and I think there's only 3 of them. There was 5 of the original, but I look forward to putting that to the test. Saving the best for last, skincare. I did get 2 sets or kits just to save some money, but I did get 1 single item, and that is the You to the People Polypeptide Cream. This has been on my radar since it came out. My skin's it's just changing, whether that's due to age or hormones. I have always been dry. Super dry in the wintertime. I never had any oil on my face. That's probably why I like to make myself look extra dewy, even too dewy sometimes. But this last summer, I started to get a little oily, especially in my T-zone. And then my pores have just gotten more noticeable, and they do get clogged easier. So I've just been rotating through different moisturizers, trying to see what fits best. But of course, with winter coming up, I probably am going to need some more hydration, but I don't know if my skin can handle the heavier creams that I was using in the past. So this one sounded like a good fit. It says it strengthens, firms, and moisturizes with plant proteins and biotech collagen. And from what I read in the reviews, it sounds like it's on the lighter, more whipped, airy side, but is still super hydrating. So I can't wait to try this one. And then of the 2 kits that I purchased, the first one is from Glow Recipe. This is the Hey You, You're a Bright Light Kit, and it has a full size of the Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum. I've already gone through one of those, and I really like the texture. If you've tried vitamin C products before, vitamin C serums, a lot of times they are fairly sticky, and they don't always play well with others. I didn't have any issues with this one. That's why I mentioned the texture. And it has a very faint scent of guava, which I do enjoy. I can't remember the exact conversion, but this wasn't much more than just buying the full size of the Guava Spot Serum by itself. So that's why I grabbed this. It also comes with the Guava Vitamin C Bright Eye Gel Cream, which I think is their newest. Let me get into frame here. And then also it has the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream, which I've been wanting to try. So this was a great value. And then the other thing that I got was a restock as well. And this is the Superfood Cleanser from You to the People. It has kale and green tea, spinach, and vitamins. I'm on a little baby of this right now, but I have gone through a full size before. And this kit, from what I remember, I think it was the same as just buying a full size, and then you just get a mini as well. So always look at the kits this time of year because a lot of times you can find some really good deals. And that is it. That's everything I purchased. It's quite a bit. I have some homework to do. Let me know what you want to see from me next. I do have some empties that I've been holding on to, so I could totally do them, or I could do a get ready with me or a get unready with me and play with some skincare, do that life update I was talking about. Let me know what you want to see. And then also let me know what you picked up during the sale. If you have any recommendations for me, anything you've been loving. I've just missed chatting with everyone in the comments, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not going to be too hard on myself with coming back, but I'd say I like to film and post every other week. I don't know if I'll get to every week, but I think every other is a good goal for myself. If you would like to see me and more of my remarks, please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like to follow me on other platforms, I'm Kayla Remarks there as well. Twitter, TikTok, I have a Facebook page I never check, as well as Instagram. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon.